Next up is Liverpool, Wes, and they had a bit of their own medicine, shall we say, because they lost at home, and that is unheard of. So, how are we shaping up to play them next week?
Yeah, it screams of Dr. Tottenham playing a visit, doesn't it? You know, Liverpool are in bad form, bit indifferent at the minute. We seem to be going relatively all right. So, yeah, just screams Dr. Tottenham, really. But I think the games against Liverpool are always, certainly in the last few years, I'd probably say bar one, which was when we had Mourinho, but they seem to be fairly tight games. So, yeah, I think look, if there is a time to perhaps play Liverpool on paper, you'd probably go, well, it's now, because you know they've got loads and loads of injuries, team decimated, they're on the downer. People are wondering what's going on with Klopp. Like, has his thing, like, has his time kind of run its course at Liverpool? Obviously, the age profile of that squad is getting a lot older. They're not covering as much ground like they used to. So yeah, I think it could be a time for us to really capitalise on that. But it's a big game, and Liverpool do tend to turn up every now and then in these big games, and they tend to turn up against us as well. To be fair, we do owe them one or two. So hopefully we'll take advantage of where they are right now.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right in terms of now is probably the best time. And Holly, obviously, we're playing at home as well. And I know we'll forget the Newcastle game, but normally our home is a fortress, isn't it? So you think of yourself, Liverpool on the downer, they're coming to our ground. It's all looking good.
Yeah, I think we'll just do as you just said there, Holly, and forget about Newcastle game, okay? Because at home, it's always I say this like I've never been. From what I can gather anyway, a fantastic atmosphere and just makes such a difference. Of course it does, like to any team, playing at home makes a huge difference. And with like what Wesley just said, like if there's a time to play Liverpool, it's now. They'll probably be sort of dragging their heels a little bit after losing. Maybe they've been a bit too cocky of late. So now is the time, I guess. But I don't know. I think the problem is with us, we're so unpredictable, and that's why we can try as we like to call it what we want and predict things, but it really just depends on the day. It depends what they have for breakfast. I think it's that up in the air sometimes. But I'm more confident with them playing at home for sure. So let's just put it to one side. Yes, we lost to Newcastle at home, but we'll beat Liverpool at home. Hey!
I love the positivity, Holly. I hope that is the case because obviously, George, we've spoken about how Klopp's got this 7-year thing going on that he always does bad when it's on the 7th year. How are you kind of feeling to play Liverpool at home?
I'm feeling okay. I think just because like their midfield is very aging, obviously, apart from the likes of Harvey Elliott, but I still don't think he's sort of gotten to that level yet that Liverpool really need. Whereas the rest of it, they seem to obviously have injury issues left, right, and centre. Fabinho does not seem to be near the level of play he was in previous seasons either. So I feel like if we have like Højbjerg and Bentancur in form, whether that is maybe going with Basuma as well in a 3 or if it's just a 2, I think we sort of need to win the battle there. If they're on the ball a lot more than their midfield, then I think we're going to have a better game for sure. And we should have beaten them last year, if I'm being honest with you. So, and that was them with a close to a full strength team. The youngster they put in the game, but no, I think we've got a good chance. I mean, we just sort of have to keep going. We've sort of got to keep up with the pace of the likes of Man City and, dare I say, Arsenal at the moment, and just have to pick up these 3 points, especially with how poor Liverpool have been. So I'm feeling okay at the moment, but obviously getting closer to the game, the nerves are definitely going to keep on rising. But I think we should be fine. I think we should do well.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's probably the positive to take, that Klopp is having a bit of a wobbly at the moment. I think he's running out of excuses. So that's probably why he's a bit all over the place.